Hello everybody! In this video, we will briefly introduce the game Treasure Explorers. We will show you the main features of the game and illustrate ways that this game can help disseminate information about the Breach Library image corpus and the Breach Library itself. This game represents a new form of outreach, taking the collection to audiences who haven't previously engaged with the library. Treasure Explorers consists of layers of riddles and games. For each main, top-level riddle, there are sub-games which need to be solved in order to release clues. These clues in turn help solve the original riddle. Each individual sub-game is associated with at least one image. These images help us describe the Breach Library corpus in a playful way. Okay, as you can see here, all players must be logged in to play the game. This will give us the opportunity to generate an overview of our audience demographic and to attract new players and future users of the Breach Library through social media networks. Okay, let's have a closer look at the game. So here are a few of the elements of the game. For example, scores affect each player's position in the rankings. We have introduced this feature to bring in an element of playful competitiveness. The top left corner here displays the points of the current player. We believe that this would motivate players and increase retention rates of participants. Once you have clicked in the play button, a list of the available riddles will appear. You can choose any of these. For example, let's choose this one to solve. The answer is not obvious to us, and we need additional clues to solve it. This means playing the sub-games to release these clues. There are three different types of sub-games. We have called this the tagger, the quiz-based game, and the multiple connector that we will show later. Let's have a look at the tagger first. In this subgame, you are presented with one question which you need to answer correctly to receive your first clue. This game is likely to involve asking players to describe an image. Note that all of the individual subgames have at least one associated image which we want to describe. Furthermore, the game provides an opportunity to enrich existing descriptions with the help of the other players. The tagger also has a timer here, which has been set by the game creator. The shorter the time available to complete the subgame, the more interesting and active the game. Let's try here to put something. Bible and Gutenberg. We can try some others until the time is up. Breach Library, for example. BL Corpus. Whatever, you can put everything you want. That's it, time's up. So as we answered correctly, then the clue was released. And here is the clue for the main riddle. Types of this object include beach, face, paper, disposable. Do you know what is this? What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries? Okay, let's assume that you don't. So now let's pick a different subgame. As you can see, Treasure is not strictly linear, and the player can play any game in any order they wish. These clues released by the games may or may not be descriptive of the answers to the riddle. Behind these scenes, we statistically determine those clues that are more descriptive to solve the riddle and semantically enrich the answer. For example, if the answer for a given riddle is orange, and the clues released by the subgames are rounded and it is a fruit and a color name, we will be able to statistically determine the most descriptive answer and use it to describe the resource or image in the Breach Library corpus. As you can see, this is not only a game, but a game with a purpose. Our aims is to help the Breach Library to describing the corpus attract more users and players to the library and to enrich their dataset with statistical data provided by the users. Okay, once you are ready to solve the riddle, then we can just click here, solve the riddle now. a list of the clues released will be available here. So here we have only one clue. Types of this object include beach, face, papers, and disposable. Well, we can just come back and release another one, for example, this one here. And let's see. Houses and homes of notable historical figures in London are marked on the external wall with which sign? A blue flag. Oh, great. I knew this one. So then we released another one, and then we try to solve the riddle with two clues. Okay, now we have also a famous example is one used as sports paraphernalia by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Didn't help much for me. But anyway, so let's try to solve this riddle. Apart from the two clues, we also provide two more options to help players solve the riddle. You can either click here and be shown the number of words the riddle's answer has, or here, or the number of characters. This section is supported by a simple question-answer pair. These questions can be automatically derived from, for example, identified gaps in Wikipedia, regardless of whether or not a player answers the question correctly. He will receive the final clues. The answers in this section will, however, help us determine what answer would come up statistically as the correct one. Okay, so now we know that there are two words and 7 characters. So I would say that sorry, towel. Oh, it is already there. And the riddle is solved. Now let's go back to the beginning of the game and see another part of the game. Let's have a look at how the players can create their own riddles now. So here, if you have a riddle to create, I will put just an example, and the answer is test. So the riddle is created, and now we can create 3 different games, sub-games. The quiz game, then you just need to fill out these things. You can just put the game description, a game description here, choose the level of the game that you are creating, the timer, so the one that I showed before, so let's say 30 seconds, the maximum number of tries, so if the player can play 1, 2, 3, 4 times, let's say 3, and the question, what is the question for this one? So let's put only question. Here is the image that you must select, so let's just pick any here, like an orange. Okay, and the answer, let's say ABC is a wrong answer, then we add the wrong answer here, and let's see ABCD as the correct answer, and let's add here for this quiz-based game, and the clue that will be released for the game in the end. So clue released. Great. So then we created the game now. Here is the game that we have just created. So this will repeat for all sub-games, and then you can create as many as you want here. So you can just come back and then create another one and another one. If the user do something wrong, then it will appear here what is missing with the message. And okay, let's abort the creation. Well, also you have here an option of my points to see your points, your ranking. If you are not listed in the leaderboard, then you can check here. So I got now 206 points. And the list of the riddles that I have created until now. So I don't have any created by now. The ones that we played here was created by Terry. So guys, that's basically it. We hope you have enjoyed this demo. Further details and explanation are available in our proposal. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us and we can show you even more ways the game can help describe the British Library corpus and help attract more people to the collections. Thank you very much and see you.